Hey, what's up, ladies and gents? Taking a first look on the channel at the Ford Focus Active. So this is the off-road package. It's a little bit lifted up and a little bit different from the standard Focus. So let's come a little bit closer, check the details. So we got the new facelift LED daytime running lights that turn into turn signals. Sorry, there's LED lights on the top flashing. Not much I can do. You can see 3 lenses inside, even 4 for the integrated fog lights in the main cluster. We have the non-metallic white color, a little bit unpainted plastic on the air intake. Over here there is an air intake, but you can't see the exiting air. So let me just check here. Actually, it's closed. So this is a fake air intake. You have the plastic protection around. Arches are sticking a little bit, so also nice protective if you're going off-roading. On the bottom, black, and then silver, also no clear coat. There we have the black grill, big air intake on the top. You can see there's a lot of chipstones that are going to be hitting those radiators, and air intake on the bottom, parking sensors integrated. Have the radar here, should be a license plate mount here, and Ford badge is now in the grille, not on the top of the hood. Backing up, you see the whole car looks very elegant, and I kind of prefer this better than the Focus, standard Focus, because it's just a little bit taller, so it gives a little bit more ground clearance. Now checking here, we have beautiful diamond cut silver on black. These are 18-inch alloys. These are 215/50 R18. Came on Continental Eco Contact 6 tires. And over here you can see the active badge. We have the black metallic side contrasting mirrors, turn signals integrated there, and you have a puddle light there. Checking the top of the dash, you have a speaker here, and in the center, Bang & Olufsen. Have the lane assist camera, light and rain sensor on the top, and you have the heated windshield. You can see that on the light. Not my favorite. It's killing your eyes at night to drive. Also, metallic black rooftop from the factory. You can see that, and you have this metal black slim roof racks, followed by shark fin antenna there. Now in the mirror itself, you have a blind spot warning symbol there. Backing up so you can see the whole car profile. So you have this nice silver also skirt at the bottom, so it's not all black, but it's unpainted plastic. Black tinted windows on the rear. This is nice. They've kind of nicely colored this black as well, so the spoiler is separate. Looks pretty elegant. And there's a look from this angle. Gorgeous car. Checking the rear, new LED taillights. A little bit different, but mostly same design. Ford Focus, now we have leathers. And in the middle, we have the opening and wide backing camera. Have the EcoBoost hybrid badge on the rear. Now, as you can see, if I back up here, you can see the sort of minimalist diffuser, 2 exhaust pipes that are real on the left. Let's open up the cargo space, see how it looks inside. So we have very practical cargo space. If I move, you can see the whole car in the perspective. This is the entrance to the car show, so a lot of people. Now we have plastic doorstep here. This is deep, so we have 5 and maybe 10 fingers of height to the loading area. We have 4 tether points on each side. Small extra space here. Have 1 light here, grocery hook, and on the other side, on the left, only grocery hook. So only 1 light on the right There's a little strap here, maybe you can put a fire extinguisher that's not too tall. And seats knock down 60/40. You can put emergency triangle here. And you can see you have a patching kit. So for the Bang & Olufsen, that's where your unit is, and this is the, I guess, subwoofer. So no spare wheel. Now on the top you have a hard top. You can put in a longer umbrella here. This is kind of shallow, so it might fall here, but still practical. Of course, you can remove these. Have rubber stoppers on the top, and you have two of these for manual closing. The top is plain. You see those LED license plates, LED, and parking sensors are integrated and same as those cat eyes. So I'd like to show you a car from this angle, but there's a few people. So let's get inside and check out the car from the inside. Just to show you the petrol here, so recommended minimum 95 run. So there's no caps, you just push in the pistol from the fuel pump. Solid closing sound, but the rear doors really feel super light. Now you can see here a mechanism that brings the protection. Ford made that, and Skoda copied that on the Kodiaq, but they removed that. I guess it's getting malfunctioned oftenly, so they decided to remove that, but I think all the cars should have something like this. Looks like I was right, that's the destiny of the door protectors. Now, good ceilings, hard plastic, big handles, two speakers, one on the top and the bottom. This is all robust, hard plastic. It's kind of imitating leather, but it's not. This is textile, softly padded. This is good, and we have a big ball area here, nice carpet, so it's not all too cheap. There is an option here, I guess, to lock the rear for the kids. Roman 5 means this is a factory tint. And let's see if we can knock down the seats. You have to push in here and then pull. So you can see that space at the back. Now, flat seats, kind of shallow but wide. You have the active package here, some kind of black and bluish textile with contrast blue stitching. You can see the top there, and let's jump inside. So I've adjusted the front seat for myself. Good feet room, okay knee room. I have a little net here, and so this is like a hard plastic shell covered by textile. On the rear, unfortunately, no air vents. There is a 12-volt outlet there. Transmission tunnel is not too tall, but it's quite wide. This is comfy. You need to put a third person on the rear. You have those ISOFIX points, no covers, and you have the armrest with adjustable cup holders, plasticky, but this is kind of rough. I like to put my hands or my elbows on something more soft. Unfortunately, there's no opening here in Focus. And you have also this third seat belt with this unnecessary plastic. You can see the window is nice and long, good overview on the rear. There are lights, it's supposed to be clickable, but I think the 12-volt battery is flat. They didn't hook up the chargers. Solid closing handles and hooks on the rear. No on the B pillar. Let's hear the closing sound. Good closing sound, but the front window is open there. You can adjust the front seat belts, and let's check the height or the space. Now, let's see if I can. Oh, I can't take this out, it's locked, but yeah, if I wanted to get straight, it's impossible. This is definitely not for my neck as well. If I would be an average person, I would be okay. Not sure why this is not. This is kind of stuck behind me, the headrest. But yeah, and the roof is sloping down, so lack of headspace on the rear. Let's check the back. Excuse me, let's check the front. Yeah, I'm just like, not that I don't understand why is this stuck, but it's stuck. So there you go, first problems. Physical cylinder on the driver end, and you have this touch, maybe keyless open and close. So solid closing sound considering that the window is down. Front doors open a bit wider, and standard seals as well. This is softly padded on the front, covered by leather. This is covered by leather. So on the rear they were imitating and kind of cheaping out. This is softly padded. Then you have this blue pattern there for the active. You have power windows. You can lock the rear for the kids. Fold the mirrors. Lock or unlock from the inside. All automatic power windows, and this is nice carpet area for the ball area. It's also molded. You have a frame. Bottle doesn't move around. Speaker here, but it kind of also cheapened out. They didn't put the Bang & Olufsen badge there. Here's the tire pressure. You can read that. Now, automatic. You see the paddles there. Push up to slide back and forward the whole seat. This is for the lumbar. For a moment I thought this would be for the knee area. Up and down and tilt of the seat, so you can, I guess, not extend that. But it's really important to have lumbar support if you're a tall person. Same textile, bolsters are quite decent. Via the top, and here's your light switch. So I don't think the lights are on because the screen is not turning on. Before it was. So it is full of batteries, definitely. It's on charger, I think, but it's not charging fast enough. I have fog lights and your light controls. Keep them on the automatic here. So this is just for the car show. Brightness of the illumination of the buttons and the displays. Steering column is manual. Look at the top. Let's jump inside. So unfortunately, on some car shows they don't use the 12-volt chargers. So let's hear the closing sound. Window is down, but solid. Now checking the point of view, switching to wide lens. You can see the new facelift Focus with a new display and digital cockpit. Unfortunately, they removed the AC controls, so you only have the basics and volume now here, but let's zoom back in. Now checking the steering wheel, classical Ford, so it's nice to are using imitation of leather, although this is like rubberized. And then the leather on the steering wheel is on the smooth side, slight texture, not too much. It's a 3-spoke, old piano black at the bottom, not too horrible, and nice physical controls, volume options, mute, cruise control settings, distance, lane assist, speed limiter, and over here you have the infotainment, or the digital cockpit, virtual cockpit, whatever you call it, digital displays, and voice commands and phone calls and so on. Also you can here, I guess, control the lane assist, hazards, or turn signals, lights, and over here your wipers. We have a gray finish here. I prefer this better than the piano black. This is soft, so the whole dash is soft. You can see the Bang & Olufsen little symbol there, but again, nothing on the bottom speakers in the front doors. And we have a nice big display here. It's quite wide and it looks good. I'm gonna ask if we can get a key, so I'm gonna cut that in if we do. And here are hazards. So we're working with Ford, but it's working. But at the moment, again, the battery is kind of depleted. Nice air vents. They're low, so the screen is closer to the top, so your eyes are closer to the road. Passenger airbag information, start-stop engine, and then over here we have, well, you can press this, I guess, for self-parking, auto start-stop, max below, and I guess driving modes, volume knob, and press, but you can see not turning on at the moment. Over here, this is covered by leather and softly padded just slightly. Actually, this one's not, this one is slightly. Rubber mat here, this one's smooth, this one has rough texture. This is your also wireless charging mat, and over here you can see the USB-C and A and a 12-volt outlet there. There's a little thing you press to move the automatic lever for park reverse neutral drive, and not sure what the L is for. And now over here you have the electronic parking brake auto hold in. Nice little rubber mat, maybe to put your key fob. This is plasticky, but you have a shutter here, so you can put some personal stuff here and hide it, because there's a nice rubber mat here and decent space. But it could also be a adaptable cup holder, so you just press in and then adjust where you want this. There's also ambient lights inside, but unfortunately at the moment you cannot see them. This is covered by leather, no contrast stitching on this one, all black. It's here to unlock, and then you have here also big cubby, rubberized, and then inside also decent space, but it's plastic. This is not openable. It is some sort of cover, but not openable. So there you go. Again, seats quite comfy. I like those. And let's see here, glove compartment slowly opening. In Ford, you get this, I guess, for your washer fluid, or I doubt that it's for fuel. And you get some sort of manuals, and this is decent. There's a light, but again, not operational at the moment. And business cards holder there. Now on the top you have small bezel in the middle mirror, good overview on the rear. I have light switches, but the lights were cold if I'm not mistaken. I have the emergency button hidden there, and on the top we have a nice light color. You can have the documents here, beauty mirror as well, and this, let's see if it extends. No, though this area is not covered, unfortunately. Good overview on the front. If you're a taller person such as me, you can see the hood. Good overview through the side mirrors, definitely, and quite good headspace on the front. Now I'm gonna cut in if we get the key. Let's move forward and see what's under the bonnet. So pull twice. So you can see some rubber kind of went out here. So maybe not the best fitted finish, but I saw this happens in some cars. So there we go. And let's find out where the opening will actually, just push it up. You have to use the little leg, the yellow thing. Has sound insulation, and your washer fluid is there marked blue on the far left top right corner. And this seems to be, this was a hybrid EcoBoost, probably a 3-cylinder. There's no cover anymore, but judging by these, I would say this is a 3-cylinder petrol. Let's let it drop. So it looks quite nice. So just to compare the active off-road model to the standard model, you see that this was the ST line, so it has a different, but the car is sitting lower. Now also not sure if this is the facelift. It does look like a facelift. No, this is not a facelift. You can see AC inside, smaller screen, but this is something in between. This is like a facelift model because the badge is underneath, I think, with the new LED taillights and headlights that kept the AC, but I'm not sure why they didn't put a bigger screen. So it's like it's older model inside, but it's new on the outside. But there you go. If you like this, smash the like button. If you want to see more from Valencia Auto Show, subscribe. There's no spec, unfortunately, so I'm gonna find it and leave it in the video description.